Hello everyone, my name is Brother Ricardo Parra and I am from Venezuela.
Hello, I'm Brother Stephen Bynes and I'm from Maryland.
So they invited us to go talk to some students at this university called Seton Hall. And honestly we didn't know what to say because we didn't know them. And so some ideas came up as of what we were going to do. Maybe a presentation, maybe a topic about spirituality. But the truth is that we weren't really sure what to do. So I asked my communication professor and he told me about this method where you just come in and ask them questions. Kind of like to get a conversation going, to get to know them. And it's a really important principle because they will listen to you if you have listened to them first. And so basically that's what we did and it worked out pretty well.
And the first question that we came in, we said our names and we hit them with the question. We were walking around Seton Hall and we just wanted to know, what are the students at Seton Hall passionate about? Silence. For like a minute straight. It was crazy. The kids didn't even know what to think. Like, are they asking a question? Are they trying to start something? But little by little, as the time started to go, they realized that, okay, it was a question. Okay, now this is really awkward. But then you got one hand go up. And the way they responded was actually very, very simple at first. I'm here because I want a good life. I'm here because I want to do good things for my family, whether my family now or my family in the future. And this just started to evolve into a good conversation, into a conversation where we just kind of went back and forth. It was very healthy.
Yes. A really important thing here is that you're not supposed to be, you don't have to be an expert in order to do this. Anyone can do it. What the students want, what people want is to be heard and to feel that they're appreciated for who they are. And I feel like we were able to do that because we just wanted to be there to have a conversation with them and talk about some important things that we consider about life.
Yeah, I like the point how you said that you don't have to be very like sophisticated or even intelligent to speak to college students, because I've personally never been to college, and now I'm giving a class to college students about life, which is kind of interesting. I'm only 22, and to go in there and just start speaking about life with them was very vulnerable of both of our parts, because we had no idea who we were, who each other were. But at the end of the conversation it was kind of getting to know each other more and more. It was kind of us opening each other's hearts to each other. And it was kind of amazing to me because, like I said, I didn't go to college. But going to there kind of gave me that taste of college a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's like these kids are searching for something. These kids are longing for something in their hearts, which it's kind of that longing. It's that longing in every single person's heart. And it doesn't matter if you go to college, if you go to the seminary. Everyone's longing for something or truly someone. So that was very, very pleasing to hear and to see that these kids want something.
Another thing about this method that I found really useful is that it allows you to be more natural. You can be more authentic because you're not tied to a script. You're just following certain guidelines that help you carry on, have a conversation with them, and it becomes really fun.
Yeah, one thing we started to do is, as they were speaking, we kind of just realized that there was a point where everyone kind of spoke, and we had to stop and listen. Okay, what was the points that everyone was saying? What was that single thread that people were kind of pulling on? And so at the beginning it was a lot about relationship, right? Everyone was looking for relationships in college. They didn't want that toxic relationship, that worldly relationship anymore. They were looking for deep and lasting friendships. And so that's when the brothers would come in and we'd just start talking little by little. It's like, this is how I experienced this friendship, this relationship in my life. And then Brother Ricardo would give his testimony, or Brother John Paul about his family, about how he grew up, or myself about my life. So it was very just wonderful to have that back and forth going.
And it was also really nice to see that after we finished talking, we were able to share our testimony, and afterwards they wanted to ask questions about it. They were interested in the subject because we had listened to them first. And so to summarize a little bit what we did, basically we came in and we asked a couple of questions. We left some time for silence, and then from the responses that they were given, we would give an answer to kind of like put together what they were saying. And then that also led us to be able to share a story, right? And so basically what you would have to do is to have 3 or 5 questions that you already know, that you have on the top of your head, for you to give them when it gets more silent, right? Like that's what we did. We would throw a question, wait, and then give them another one. But then it also gives you enough time for you to think about different ways that you can interact with them. And it was all at the end really, really good.
Yeah, I think both sides loved it. The college kids loved it because they could actually finally talk about something deep. It wasn't this fading conversation. It wasn't this conversation that was just so plastic and it wasn't lasting. But rather it was them saying stuff from their heart, saying things that really resonated with them. And then it was us going back to them. It's like, yeah, this is how it resonated in my life. So it was really fluid the whole way. We didn't try to preach at them because we realized that they're getting preached at all the time in college. And when we try to preach more, they just turn off right away. We can't just like sit there and start spitting facts because they do that all the time. Like they just listen to facts all the time. But sometimes they just need to sit down and have a conversation with people. And so that was kind of our teaching method, and that was really helpful for me personally because I've never taught a college class, let alone gone to college, but just to kind of have that experience to have new options of teaching. It's not just sit down and preach, sit down and spit the facts at them, but rather learn who the kids are, learn what their lives are like, so that I can actually truly help them rather than just kind of like push them along through college. So it was really helpful to just see that as well, to see that these are kids longing and these are kids searching for what they want in their life.
Yes, overall it was a great experience, and we are really grateful with the students at Seton Hall and the professor that gave us the opportunity to talk there. So thank you very much, and I hope this was helpful.
God bless.